AutoCAD's user interface is highly customizable. To give you a feeling for this, I'll show you how you can use Workspaces to change the content of the ribbon. You can access Workspaces in two different ways. One, use the Quick Access toolbar, and two, use the status bar. I'll show you both methods. Click this downward-facing arrow to open this Customize Quick Access toolbar menu, and then choose Workspace. This adds a new drop-down to the toolbar. I can then open it and select 3D Basics. This changes the content of the ribbon. It gives me a few 3D modeling tools here on the Create panel, and some Boolean tools on the Edit panel. I still have some of the drawing tools available here and modification tools here, and those were available in the original workspace. But things are rearranged here according to the task at hand. So if I want to do a little 3D modeling, I might just switch to this workspace. It's not necessary, but it makes things a little quicker and easier to find. AutoCAD is fundamentally based on commands. So if you remember the command name, you can type it in. But if you've forgotten the name or remember it by its icon, you can find it visually in the ribbon. Another way of accessing Workspaces is down here on the Customization button. Click that on the status bar and choose Workspace Switching if it's not already selected. Then click this gear icon to open a pop-up. Here are those same three workspaces that ship with AutoCAD. I'll click Drafting and Annotation to switch back here, and the Design Feed palette opens up. I'm going to close that by clicking its X icon right here. Now, every time I switch back to this workspace, that palette is going to appear because it's saved in the workspace itself. I'd like to turn that off on a more permanent basis and only call for it when I need it. And to do that, I'm going to open up the Workspace menu and select Workspace Settings. Here you have the option of whether or not you want to save changes to your workspaces. You have to choose this radio button if you want to save the changes and click OK. Just be warned that anything you do now is going to be recorded in that workspace. That is, any changes to the user interface will be saved in the workspace. So if I now switch to 3D Basics and then switch back to Drafting and Annotation, that will leave the Design Feed palette closed. It doesn't reopen it like it did initially. Now let's say I want to pull up that palette. I can just type it in. I'll start typing Design Feed, and as I do that, watch what happens. DES, and autocomplete narrows down the commands that are available as you go ahead and type. So I want to reopen that by using Design Feed Open. So I'll just press Enter now, and sure enough, that opens the palette. I can close it with a close box. You can also go to the View tab, which is present in every workspace, and here you can toggle on various user interface elements or turn them off. I'll toggle off the navigation bar, the view cube, and the UCS icon. I'll also toggle off the layout tabs because the same functionality is available on the file tabs here. Just by holding the cursor still over a file tab, you have access to model and the layouts. This is just my personal preference on how I like to have my workspace cleaned up so I don't have extra user interface elements on the screen. But as you can see, AutoCAD is highly customizable, so you can adapt it to the way that you like to work and the types of things that you're doing. In the next video, I'll show you how to get into the nuts and bolts of how to customize AutoCAD's user interface.